Hey everybody, Zaculus here again. I recently made a response to one of Onision's videos about tattoos. I showed my tattoo in the video. I got a negative comment saying the tattoo's fake and gay, and anyway, it really pissed me off, and so I thought I'd talk about my jail experiences. Right off the bat, I guess I'd show my offender's ID. I'm covering up my last name, but you can see my SPIN number. My SPIN number is 025026669, and all that stuff on there. Anyway, I got arrested the morning after Father's Day, and I was in jail for 43 days. The reason I was in there for so long is because my parents didn't want me at home because they thought I was pretty nuts. They didn't want to deal with me, and they were deciding where to put me. Anyway, jail is, I guess first off, a lot of people assume that jail is just Mexicans and black people, but really in the cell I was in, which was comprised of 50 or more people, basically, it was really a third Mexican, a third black, and a third white. Kind of made it up. Anyway, there were two pretty big experiences that kind of stuck out when I was in jail. The first that happened pretty early was there was this guy, this skinhead, who was AB, which is Aryan Brotherhood, kind of like the neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and he was also 100% wood, which means that they 100% wood are people who do stuff like in prison and kind of like get things. I'm really not sure. That's what I understood. Anyway, this guy who was AB, the skinhead, kept egging on this black guy, and so he's like, "Hey man, come into C cell, whoop your ass." "Oh no, come into E cell." And anyway, so black kid finally jumps and really wails on this white guy, this white supremacist guy, and he just like knocked his face in, and really laid him out. Anyway, AB Brotherhood guy, his face got really messed up, like black eye and cut lip and bruises and stuff, and his nose was just bleeding. I mean, there was blood there was a lot of blood, like and then I freaked out. Everyone started freaking out too because this white supremacist guy supposedly had Hep C in his blood, and so we're like, oh man, stay away from that. And I mean that was made me a little nervous. Put everyone on edge in the cell, you know. Because a fight like that, there could be aftershock, other fights after that, which would be really bad. And there are all sorts of characters in jail. I'm not going to say jail's it's very scary and very lonely. Hardly any contact with your family, unless you can call them collect, or get letters. But I did get visits from my parents and some other family members, which was great. It was good to see them, though it was a bit embarrassing talking through the glass or the plastic or whatever it was, and me in this orange jumpsuit with a little thing around my wrist. um, anyway, and there were some interesting people. I met this one guy who was manic depressive, and he was manic a lot, so he would just go to community college to take different courses. And there was this one guy. There's a few people that stick out. There was this guy named Leonard who he was pretty nuts. He was totally crazy. He would walk around in a blanket and wear it like around his waist like a skirt, and then get a sheet and put it like a sash, and then he'd wear his boxers on his head. And he thought he was some kind of emperor, some Roman emperor or something. And he would never talk to anybody. You talk to him and say, "Hey Leonard, hey Leonard," and he would just say random stuff. And there was this other guy, Jared, who was schizophrenic, and he would just randomly run up to people and punch them in the head. Anyway, the second experience that really hit me was, and I really don't like to talk about this because it personally affected me, was anyway, I got a lot of whiplash because like I had the long hair and I'm really skinny, so all these black guys would be like, "Man, that kid's gay and homo and shit like that," and I'd be like, "No, I'm really not." And so this one guy, one of my friends, stood up for me, and they ended up slapboxing and fighting. There wasn't any blood in that fight. So anyway, all these black people were like, "I hate this white kid," and so sitting in my bunk, I got punched in the face by a couple different people, and I was confined to my bunk. I couldn't leave, or it was just that right there really traumatized me. First of all, I'm in jail, which is very scary and lonely, and now I'm getting punched and assaulted in the face. And other taunts and stuff, which was not really fun to deal with. And yes, I got this tattoo, and if you look close enough, you can actually see the individual dots where the guy actually pinpricked my skin. So anyway, jail's not fun. My parents wouldn't bail me out, which was a $200 bail, which was very disheartening. Anyway, that's really all I have to say. I hope everyone has a great Easter, even though this video is really depressing. Um, Thanks to all my subscribers and whoever watches this video. That's all I got.